Hi there. It's March 15th and time for Proverbs 15. Let's jump over there. Now, this is a chapter that talks about debating, arguing effectively. If you wanted to study how to calm down somebody who's very upset and wants to argue, debate, this is a chapter to study, along with James, the first chapter. And we'll touch on that too. Okay, so with that in mind, starts at verse 1. A gentle answer turns away anger, but a harsh word stirs up wrath. That gentle answer. Don't talk harshly. The tongue of the wise makes knowledge attractive, but the mouth of fools blurts out foolishness. Yeah, does that go along with that? Yeah. Right. The eyes of the Lord are everywhere, observing the wicked and the good. Right. Everywhere. Okay. I've highlighted the ones in yellow that have to do with arguing or debating effectively, right? And here's one. The tongue that heals is a tree of life, but a devious tongue breaks the spirit. Right. Devious, evil. Right? Tongue that heals. You want to speak softly. You don't want to yell. You don't want to call them names, okay? If you're saying only kind things and positive things. Five, a fool despises his father's discipline, but a person who accepts correction is sensible. The house of the righteous has great wealth, but trouble accompanies the income of the wicked. Okay? I've already established that great wealth doesn't mean having too much money or lots of money, right? You're thankful for what you have and satisfied. You're wealthy, okay? The lips of the wise broadcast knowledge, but not so the heart of fools. Knowledge, that's things you know, not just things you read, right? 8, the sacrifice of the wicked is detestable to the Lord, but the prayer of the upright is his delight. Well, I like that. There's people that are just evil, right? They think giving lots of money to the church and donating is going to save them, but they're evil. Okay? An upright person's prayer is more delightful to him than the sacrifice of the wicked, which is detestable. Okay? The Lord detests the way of the wicked, but he loves one who pursues righteousness. Right? You pursue righteousness. Can you ever be totally righteous? I don't know. You can seek righteousness. You can, right? But he loves the one who pursues righteousness. Right? Discipline is harsh for the one who leaves the path. The one who hates correction will die. One who hates to be corrected will die. You like this, the path. Who leaves the path. The way, they call it. Following God. Okay, if you stray from that, discipline is harsh. It says it pretty much right out there, right? So an Abaddon lie open before the Lord. How much more human hearts, right? God sees everything, okay? Everything. A mocker does not love one who corrects him. He will not consult the wise. Mockers are like that. The scorner over here, a mocker, scorner, pride, wise in their own eyes. Right? We don't like to be corrected. 13, a joyful heart makes a face cheerful, but a sad heart produces a broken spirit. Spirits are very hard to fix. If you have a broken spirit, many homeless people have a broken spirit, okay? It's something, only God can fix that. We are threefold creatures like God. We are body, soul, and spirit. There's a human spirit. God uses it as a light to look into our inner self. And that can be broken. 14, the discerning mind seeks knowledge, but the mouth of fools feeds on foolishness. Right. Over and over again. 15, all of the days of the oppressed are miserable, but a cheerful heart has a continual feast. Right? Cheerful heart. You can have a cheerful heart and be in the midst of oppression. Okay. 16, better a little with fear of the Lord than great treasure with turmoil. Right? Better to have a little and follow the Lord than have all this stuff and all the trouble. You can see all the trouble all these very rich people are going through right now. Okay? It's just, I can't even imagine. 17, better a meal of vegetables where there is love than a fattened ox with hatred. Okay? They didn't eat many vegetables back then. They considered them not very good for you. Okay? They ate bread and ate fish mostly. And they ate beef and ox and lamb when they sacrificed. 18, a hot-tempered man stirs up conflict, but a man slow to anger calms strife. Goes with our arguing, right? Slow to anger. 19, a slacker's way is like a thorny hedge, but the path of the upright is a highway. Yeah. You want to be trouble? Be lazy. That'll get you in trouble. 20, a wise son brings joy to his father, but a foolish man despises his mother. Honor your parents. Foolishness brings joy to one without sense, but a man with understanding walks a straight path. Right? Foolishness brings joy to one without sense. 22, plans fail when there is no counsel, but with many advisors they succeed. Right? Think you can do something all by yourself? You can't. Right? Always get advice. Right? Somebody who has tried something and succeeded, or has tried something and failed, will always be glad to give you good advice, right? So you will succeed and not fail, right? And you need to listen to them. 23, a man takes joy in giving an answer. It says an apt answer in most places, right? What a timely word, how good it is. Can that be in our debate? Yeah, we can. We'll put that together with it. 24, for the discerning, the path of life leads upward, so that he may avoid going down to Sheol. Right? Discerning means knowing good from evil and staying away from evil, right? 25, the Lord destroys the house of the proud, but he protects the widow's territory, right? The poorest person. Are you full of pride? Full of self, right? Self-importance. You're conceited, haughty, arrogant. The Lord destroys the house of the proud. 26, the Lord detests the plans of an evil man, but pleasant words are pure. Right? Pleasant words are pure. 27, the one who profits dishonestly troubles his household, but the one who hates bribes will live. Politicians fall into this verse, huh? Who profits dishonestly troubles their whole household. Bribes. Bribery, corruption. They call it lobbying in America. In most other countries, they call it bribery and corruption. Why do they do it? I don't know. Don't know why that's legal. To support a company or a single person with a lot of money over the constituents that you swore and promised to protect and serve and represent. Some things just don't make sense, right? Hey, 28, more on the arguing, right? Mind of the righteous person thinks before answering, but the mouth of the wicked blurts out evil things, right? You're arguing with your wife or your best friend. Right? You're a righteous person. You will think before you answer. And this is where James comes in, right? James 1, right? Be slow to speak, quick to listen. That means you should be listening to everything they're saying and not formulating your answer while they're talking. A lot of people do that, right? Causes you to blurt out evil things and calling people names. You should never call your spouse names. You should not call them you're stupid and you're a jerk. You should never do that, okay? Think before answering. Okay? 29, the Lord is far from the wicked, but he hears the prayer of the righteous. Get that? Bright eyes cheer the heart. Good news strengthens the bones. Or makes fat the bones. The light of the eyes rejoices the heart. There's a good name over here. A good name maketh the bones fat. Good news strengthens the bones. Right. Bright eyes. 31, one who listens to life-giving rebukes will be at home among the wise. Anyone who ignores discipline despises himself, but whoever listens to correction acquires good sense. Right? You don't like it when people critique you, but you should listen. Right? Maybe they mean well for you. Okay? Right? Life-giving rebukes. Right, those go together. And 33, the fear of the Lord is what wisdom teaches. Right? And humility, humbleness comes before honor. Right? Humbleness always comes before honor. Okay? A proud, bragging person will not be honored. Nobody wants to listen to that. If you are humble and somebody else builds you up, that's honor. Mm-hmm. And you like this. The fear of the Lord is what wisdom teaches, right? All this wanting to learn wisdom, what is wisdom? Wisdom teaches you to fear the Lord, the most important thing, right? So there you go. Now let's tie all these yellow ones together. Right? About debating. A gentle answer turns away anger, but a harsh word stirs up wrath, right? Pretty much says it, huh? You shouldn't yell, okay? If one person is upset, right, you getting upset and yelling back is not going to solve anything, right? A gentle answer turns away wrath. Calm, cool, and collected, as they used to say, right? And listening, not saying evil things, right? Harsh words makes people angry, okay? Somebody yells and you yell back because they're upset, you could just soon make them angrier, okay? That doesn't work. Mm-hmm. A tongue that heals is a tree of life, but a devious tongue breaks the spirit. You don't want to do that. Break somebody's spirit. I can't imagine breaking somebody's spirit, okay? You can, like it says up here, a gentle answer. You can heal with your tongue, right? saying kind things, speaking softly. Okay? Or the other one. Hot-tempered man stirs up conflict, but a slow to anger one calms strife. Right? Do you want to make things worse, or do you want to make things better? Right? Don't yell. Soft answer. Only kind things. Okay? Don't stir up conflict. A man takes joy in giving an answer, and a timely word, how good that is, right? A good answer. If you wait, right, for the pause, there's always a pause, and then you give a good answer, kind, uplifting. Right? The mind of the righteous person thinks before answering, but the mouth of the wicked blurts out evil things. Okay? You know, a righteous person or wicked person. Okay? A wicked person blurts out evil things, calls them names, calls them stupid, right? Picks out flaws. And a lot of times this person is part of you, okay? If you're married, you're tearing yourself down that way, right? Arguing. Now let's look at the other ones. Okay. 8 is highlighted. And we talked about this. The sacrifice of the wicked is detestable to the Lord, but the prayer of the upright is his delight. Talk to God. Okay? Talk to God. The Lord detests the way of the wicked, but he loves one who pursues righteousness. Okay? Who pursues righteousness, followeth righteousness, it says over there. Okay? You can't be absolutely righteous all the time, okay? This world is filthy. It's run by Satan. But you can pursue righteousness, okay? Always be following it, pursuing it. The Lord loves the one who does that. Okay? Okay. Discipline is harsh for the one who leaves the path. This forsaketh the way, and there's a note over here. He that swerveth from the word of God cannot abide to be admonished. Right? This is the path run, the word of God, the Bible. That's the path you want to follow, right? A joyful heart makes a cheerful face, but a sad heart produces a broken spirit. But by the sorrow of the heart, the mind is heavy. You're hung around somebody that just has joy in their heart, and they're just so much fun to be around, and they make you feel good, right? Sad hearts don't do that. Can you make a sad heart into a joyful heart? Maybe. Prayer can do that. God can do that. Sometimes just thinking differently. 16 is highlighted, better a little with fear of the Lord than great treasure with turmoil. Right? That is very true. And the trouble that comes with it. Right? Most of these rich people are miserable, okay? Because they find out money doesn't fill that spot in there that only God can fill, that was designed to be filled by God. Fill it with stuff doesn't do it. You know? 17 is highlighted, better a meal of vegetables where there is love than a fattened ox with hatred. Right? Think about this next time you go to a family function or Thanksgiving or family dinner and everybody hates each other and there's arguing and screaming and, you know, opinions differ on different news of the day and stuff. And it's just, and many times there's fights and stuff. You can stay home and have a salad, okay? Where there's love. Right? Certain things I won't go to because I just know what it's going to be like, and I'm not going to be part of that. Okay? 27 is highlighted. The one who profits dishonestly troubles his household, but the one who hates bribes will live. Okay? Profits dishonestly, that's taking bribes. Okay? That's taking money you didn't earn. Okay? Or taking money to have somebody sway your decision on something. Okay? This should be in the halls of Congress right here. Okay? Should be on a great big letter on a great big bronze plaque over the door. Right? His household could be Congress. Okay? It could be the members of Congress. People that are taking bribes, as it says down here. Right? Something that's truly wrong, and it's on the floor for a vote, and somebody, I'll give you $1 million to vote my way instead of the way your constituents want you to vote. Right? You trouble all of Congress. It's just one thing. Happens everywhere, but this one's easy to talk about because it's so out in the open. Okay. 31 and 32 is highlighted. One who listens to life-giving rebukes will be at home among the wise. Okay? An ear that listens. Anyone who ignores discipline despises himself, but whoever listens to correction acquires good sense. Right? A heart. Good sense is a heart. Right? One who listens to life. Do you listen to life-giving rebukes? I mean, we're talking, right? Sometimes your pastor will tell you this is how you live. You are heading for death if you don't do this. Life-giving rebukes. Right? We'll be at home among the wise. Okay? You want to be at home among the wise? I do. Okay? It says in other places, if you want to be wise, hang around wise people, right? Iron sharpens iron. If you're going to hang around wise people and become wise like them, you must listen to life-giving rebukes, right? A wise person is going to tell you if you're on a road that's going to lead you into a lot of trouble or lead you to a downfall, and you need to listen to that, right? And anyone who ignores discipline despises himself, right? But whoever listens to that correction acquires good sense, right? You learn important stuff. And 33 is highlighted. The fear of the Lord is what wisdom teaches. And humbleness, humility, comes before honor. Right? Before honor. Meaning that God exalteth none but them that are truly humbled. Right? Truly humbled. Right? You will be honored if you are truly humble. Okay? That means no pride whatsoever. Okay? So, there you go. That's Proverbs 15. Lots of good stuff in there. Right? Lots of good stuff in there. Stay tuned later today. We are in Mark 14. Second half of Mark 14. So, there you have it. Stay tuned for that. Have a good Saturday. Right? Maybe relax or do something. And if you're down here in this section where the storms are supposed to hit today and tomorrow, right, say a prayer for each other. Right? It's supposed to get bad. And then it'll get better. But we'll keep going. Give us a like if you think about it. We'll continue later. See ya.